Good morning, Entropians. Julian McBain here, and we are back doing the IFN boot camp missions. Make sure my sound is good here. Make sure my recording's good. We are good. Come on, come back to me. So I had to tab out to check those things. There we go. Okay, so we are headed to Courageous Fire Base, which is about 3 kilometers away. It looks like we're going to be doing another drive around mission chain, which it's okay. Not really what I was hoping for, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. This is basic training after all. And those of you who have worn the uniform, back me up. We don't always get the choice of where we're sent. So we are going to head out that way. Which, if I remember correctly, I believe that the exit to the fire base is over here. Okay, let's follow the kind of road. Where is the... Oh, it's over there. This is... Okay, Planet Arkadia, you did a great job for the most part, but you're what the deuce? There it is. I think that's the exit over there. So here's the thing. I'm complaining from a gaming standpoint that the way they set this up was rather inconvenient. That being said, from a military standpoint, from a strategic standpoint, the way they designed this fire base is actually pretty solid. You know, they built it on a cliff face. There's one good exit and entrance. It's well guarded. So I'm not complaining from a strategic standpoint, but more of a what a pain in the ass to get to it and back standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So this could get, oh my. Okay. Well. This could get interesting. Hopefully we don't die. But we're probably gonna die. Here we go. I'm actually kind of impressed. Of course the bug followed us, but whatever. Okay, so now we're off toward the fire base here. And honestly, this part kind of reminds me of our journey to Fort Fury, where we had to go from point to point. I'm willing to bet that there's missions to do at each fire base along the way. That's really kind of my hope, because I think that would make things much more interesting. Come on, make the hill, thank you. But if not, then we'll just, you know, we'll kind of roll with it and see what happens. I mean, fact of the matter is when you do these missions, so you get experience and you get skill points, and that's really the thing that you need to be able to progress in this game, is you need to grind those skills out. And maybe doing the missions isn't the quickest way to do it early on, but at the same time it helps you learn the mechanics in kind of almost a clinical way, right? It's a safer way to learn the mechanics without going out there and just banging your head against the wall. And I think that's the important part about these training missions, and that's why I do these kind of tutorializations of the training missions, because I think that they're that important. And I think they don't get enough love, I think, both in the community as a whole and in the YouTube community. I don't know that I've ever seen another person do these. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. They're gonna revoke my license. Of course, I'm driving through some really narrow trees here, without even a logging road to work with. But anyway, I think that they don't receive quite enough appreciation, because they really help the newbies out. And when I first started, of course, I really enjoyed doing those starter missions and, you know, kind of learning the basics of how the game worked by doing them in the same way that, you know, most MMOs do it. I'm not going to say it's unique by any stretch of the imagination, but I know that for a long time Entropia had no missions. It was completely a sandbox, and that's really what Entropia is. It's a sandbox. But to have that, to not even have that, you know, basic training Now, this is how things work in this sandbox. I think might have been one of the reasons that EU has grown so slowly. They put it on top of another flipping mountain. Of course they did. And so my hope is, you know, in last year, or in this past year, you finally broke 1 million users. Which, of course, compared to its competitors, is rather slow. But I think that the model is slowly taking form, and I like that because of the incremental change that MindArk has put in, instead of trying to, like, release expansions that drastically change the landscape, and you have to rebalance the whole game. I think that it's a working model, and there are definitely criticisms I have for MindArk's model. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I think they're doing a decent job. Oh, what level are you? Do I want to hunt you later? Stop moving around. Level 5. Yeah, maybe. Off the cliff we go. I am going to have to repair this when we get to our destination. What's this? Oh, I bet this is the Academy for Courageous Firebase. There we go. Good, good, good. It appears that the majority of the fire bases have an associated academy, which I think is good. I do. I'm just going to make sure that I got the teleporter, because I've done that before. Found the location but not picked up the teleporter. Very, very frustrating. Oh, and it appears that although the academy's in the snow zone, it looks like the actual firebase might be in the temperate zone, but there should be a road to the firebase from the academy. And so we're going to kind of follow the trail and see where it leads. Yeah, Courageous Firebase that way. Looks like we've got another player out here. Qualified laser. So he's probably about my... I'm an experienced swordsman, so he's a little bit lower. That's okay. But he's been out here working hard. He's probably... If he's like me, or she, the avatar looked male from my standpoint, but I wasn't paying that much attention to it. If the player is playing at the same rate I am, they're probably 8 months in. If they're not playing at the same rate I am, they could be longer than that, or it could be shorter than that. You know, I play at a very stable rate. I play almost every night for a couple of hours. I don't necessarily do anything too seriously hardcore, but, you know, there it is. I would love to spend some time up here in the snowy zone. You know, living in Vermont, it's a good thing I like winter. What level are you? You was level 25. Oh, lovely, 57. Yeah, no, we're gonna kind of avoid them because they'll eat my face off. I don't like having my face eaten off. It's kind of uncomfortable. I could be in full ghost with plates and I would not stand a bloody chance. It wouldn't happen. I don't think they'd one-shot me, but it would be close. If I wasn't wearing armor, they definitely one-shot me. But okay, here we are at Courageous. And we were being chased. Okay. We made it! Ah, just what I've been waiting for. Thank you, recruit. You have delivered critical information for our network stability. Good job. Thank you, sir. I still have more deliveries. Please excuse me. Okay. Implacable Firebase. Where is Implacable Firebase? Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay, so we can go from Resolute, I think, and make it over there a lot faster than we ever could from here. Good grief. Teleporter. Oh, I'm glad I did that. Operandus. We're gonna go down here to Resolute. Yeah, that would just be a waste of all your time. Well, it wouldn't be a waste. I'm sure there's a lot of things to see in between, but I'm not going to bumble about the countryside trying to figure out how to get through the mountains during a video. However, I do it, or at least I did do it until I got my sleep gear. But I highly recommend that you do take time bumbling about and just, you know, keep in mind that you can get stuck. If you're here on Arkadia, I don't know that Arkadia has a rescue team like Cali does. Oh crap. I left my hover pod. Okay, that's easy enough to fix. Just return it to storage. That's a wonderful tool, by the way. If you screw up and you leave your vehicle somewhere, or you know, you fly into PvP and you don't want it to get blown up arbitrarily, just hit the B key and it returns it to your any spawn vehicle to storage. So like right there, I left that one at Courageous and I didn't want to deal with having to teleport back, teleport forth, and all that other garbage. So I just hit the B key and sent it back to storage. Let me see what my fuel looks like here. Oh, we're good. So we are going to head toward Implacable Firebase. We're going to try climbing the hill. Looks like there's a nice zigzaggy region. Do you think these are level 25? Yeah. So I've gone toe-to-toe with these guys. If I can manage to keep them one-on-one, it's kind of like it was when I was facing those level 12s during, oh, what's it called? Migration, because I was still wearing my Terrellian gear. Keep in mind, my Ghost does not have plates. I'm sure if I had plates, it would be a lot more even. If I was able to shoot them at range, I think I would be doing, well, I can now, but at the time I couldn't, you know, because the amount of damage that Vukan's spare rifle or a TT rifle is going to do to them is, oh, frankly, it's kind of laughable. So, so what I did is I just took the, oh my goodness. Where's the bridge? All the way down there. Right, so we're gonna go this way. Because although I'm a member of the International Cliff Jumpers Association, I don't want to do this too badly. So we're gonna kind of soft jump off of that. Oof. My poor hover pod. So, what was I talking about? Oh crap, that's not what I meant to do. Here we go. Lost my train of thought. Good grief. Oh, recovering your vehicle. So, you know, if you do lose your vehicle for whatever reason, just hit the B key, it'll return to storage. And remember, unlike all other limited items, vehicles can be repaired so long as it still has a TT value to work with. I think that could be better explained, because I've had you know, new players saying, no, it's been destroyed, it's not repairable, it says so. I'm like, no, hang on. As long as it has TT value, you're okay. We're just gonna have to do a little work, and I showed them the RK5 and all that stuff. Four kilometers. Some interesting terrain that they designed for this. Is there... Oh, you know what? I wonder... I can probably make my way around the mountain a lot faster and less dangerously than going straight over it. You know that whole logic thing? Nah, who needs logic? What are you? Buckall Old. These are in my level range. I need to hunt some of these guys at some point. Maybe I'll do a special video... You know, one of my videos will be of me hunting them. These look like they could be good. Level 10, yeah, these are right in my level zone. 10 to 15. 15's, and above 15, so, you know, like I was hunting the 17s out over this region. And I know that I can hunt them, it can be tougher. And these guys are kind of on the lower end of the LR15 and the higher end of the, or not the LR, but the AR Matrix 10 series and the higher end of the, or the lower end of the 15s and the higher ends of the 10s for your R Matrix weapon models, whether it's the LR10 or the LB10 or the SR10 or the LP10 or the LB10, or I believe that there's an LB. I think it's or the whatever the BLP model of it is for R Matrix. I know they have one of everything, or at least I'm pretty sure they do. This would be a good area for those first craftable weapons. You know, I mean, you can survive with the lower level armor. My recommendation would be to pick up Ghost at this point if you're starting to hunt level 10 and 12. it's worth the investment to pick up Ghost. It's probably going to cost you, I think my full set cost me about $20 US. No, that was the Rascal. Rascal cost me $20 US. I think the Ghost cost me close to 40. But, you know, if you don't necessarily have to go all in at once. You don't have to just, you know, buy the pet and do the thing and say, okay, this is my X pack for the year. But, you know, if through the normal course of play, you know, you buy your universal ammo, you go out, you do your hunting or your mining, and you sell off what you get. And as you build the pet up, buy the individual pieces, and eventually you'll have it. You know, for those of us who sometimes don't have the money to really burn, that's a good model to go with. And you know, that's the beauty of Entropia Universe, is you play at your own pace, and there's no one out here to judge you, really. Like my first couple of months, it was a very slow pace, and you know, I didn't have a huge amount to put into it, and then I got dumb and I dumped some cash in to see if I could level up, and I did, but it was at a much higher pet cost than it should have been. And so I kind of scaled it back, and I learned that, you know, okay, it's far more level efficient and money efficient, like to use the Placonian sword instead of a Killian sword. Because Killian swords are not efficient at all, for whatever reason. You know, maybe that's something I need to do. I keep banging on about it. I need to just bite the bullet and do like an intro to melee weapons. Or at least long blades. I really do, because I think that I'm at the point now where I think I've got enough information to be able to make a competent guide to it. That way, you know, other players who want to go melee, because there's a lot of advantages to going melee, there's a lot of disadvantages, but there's a lot of advantages to going melee. But for those players who want to go melee, will have the advantage of the information, which I did not have. I learned the hard way. We're going to kind of avoid the cliff face. The bridge should be coming up here pretty quick. There it is. Cool. We're what, just under a kilometer? Just over a kilometer? Just over a kilometer. Oh, I'm out of coffee. That's okay. Time check. I really hope this comes back in before I'm going to stop myself. Okay, good. So, I tabbed out to check my clock, and then realized I was heading straight first into a cliff. And I was on the top of the cliff. So I'm like, I should probably stop the hover pod until my screen stops being black. And it finally cleared up, and sure enough, I probably would have been okay, but my luck is that I would have been just over the point of no return. So, yeah. Okay, so we're coming up upon the fire bases. This is fire base number 2. And I know that there hasn't been a whole lot of action in this video, and I kind of apologize. I do apologize for that. That's the one kind of downside to doing some of these mission-based videos, is you don't know what the mission's going to throw at you. And since I have like 0 video editing skill, it's not like I can chop the center up. So in order to fill the gap, that's why I'm adding all the commentary in the middle, so that you just don't have a video of me driving around in a hover pod, where I could obviously much more quickly fly there in a sleep mirror, but then newer players wouldn't have a route to go in. I'm not necessarily saying mine's the best route. I mean, hell, the amount of jumping off cliffs probably denotes the fact that I may not be the perfect pet trail there, but it's a functional one. You got the teleporter. This is the other reason doing these missions is important. To get these teleporters, they actually give you the locations as opposed to you trying to figure it out. Okay, fantastic. You have brought me the files I require. Please send my regards to Kinzel for this disc. Your efforts are noted. Thank you, ma'am. I still have one more to deliver. Which sends me to Fearless Firebase, which I think I actually have. I do have Fearless Firebase. I'm pretty sure it's one of the ones they give you in the beginning. Which is... Oh, that's Resolute. We'll figure it out when we get there. That makes me happy. Oh, I know where it is. I'm pretty sure it's where... Okay, yeah, it's out here in the wilderness, and I flew in. I found it by happenstance. Or actually, no, it's because I found this because I died. I know, go figure. So, this is the location of Fearless Firebase, so we were here. So you just kind of have to travel around the cliff face and you should be able to run into it. I'm not going to go back and do the ground travel because I'm not going to make you put up with that. Excellent. We can now we can sync the 3 bases together, and we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, recruit. Your effort will be rewarded in time. You are most welcome, Soar. Time to report back. So I'm glad that they have a mission like this. This is very similar to like I said before, the early Cali missions where you have to travel around to all the camps and stuff, and they give you the teleporters, like when we did the Road to Fort Fury. So which firebase is this? Because it's not going to let me click on these stupid... Okay. Is that... I can't zoom in anymore. Well, crap. Is that Dauntless? No, I think this is Dauntless. I think this is Defiant. No, wait, I think this is Defiant. No, that's Courageous. Yeah, it's Defiant then. Courageous, Fearless, Implacable, Relentless, Resolute. No, maybe it's Fearless? Let's give Fearless a shot. Yeah, oh! I have the Academy, I could have just checked. Oh my goodness. So wait, why? Did I really? That's why I can't find it. I grabbed the Academy, but not the Firebase. See, that's what I'm talking about. I was so focused, I forgot to grab the Firebases. Oh my goodness, okay. So you know what? Whoops, no, we're going to kind of cheat here. We're going to spawn the Sleipnir, because I'm not going to hover pod my way up there. Wait, no, I do have the... Well, what the hey? Didn't show up. I don't know. Maybe it just didn't like me. That's okay. Or maybe this is the test because I'm a recruit. You can't see it, but I'm nodding my head in that. Uh-huh. I really don't believe what I'm saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Look on my face. And flare and crappy landing. That's okay. As a pilot, I'm embarrassed. As a former pilot, I'm embarrassed. Just make sure I have the teleporter. Like, and I know I have it, but I'm gonna double check anyway. Okay, so I'm at Fearless. Where is? Go back to Sergeant Kinzel. Why is Sergeant Kinzel all the way there? I thought Sergeant... Oh, no. Oh, this isn't basic training spot. Okay. So it's not Fearless. It's not Dauntless. It's not Courageous. Maybe... No, it's not Courageous because this is Courageous. Oh man, this is tricky. So which one is it? View cities, view homes. Nope, doesn't provide me any sort of city insight. I can't remove the marker for some reason to get it out of my way. So let's check our teleporters. So we know it's not 8 coins. We know it's not Celeste. Courageous is there. Dauntless is there. Fearless is there. That's where I am. IFN Supply Depot. Implacable. Milton's Crest. New Arrivals Hangar Relentless. Down here. Resolute, which is where I spent a lot of time. It's Valiant. It's a Valiant Firebase. Good gravy. I'm such a dork. Because if it's not Valiant, it's Victorious. Those are the two options. Yes! We got it. Only on the second try. Gotta wait for everything to kind of spawn. I'm actually kind of surprised at how long it takes some things to spawn. I know it's probably because the servers are in Sweden. Operate. Welcome back. I have received word from other commanders that the communications are synced and operate as intended. Thank you, sir. Not good. Oh, great. Of course it's not. What is it? I received word from the commander of Repulse Firebase. He's requesting additional support to handle the Oratan around there. I'd like to volunteer, sir. Would you? Well, that's excellent. That is the true spirit of an IFN Marine. Report to Repulse Firebase at once and speak to Lieutenant Mickelson for other instructions. Yes, sir. I've added the location of Repulse Firebase to your map. Hurry up and get there quickly. The team needs your help. Roger that, sir. Okay. It is a stunning 8 kilometers away. And are they going to waypoint this? No, they just have it out there. That's what I don't like, how they like it popped there and then it suddenly popped back, and I don't know what. Okay, there we go. I just had to reset my map. So it's out there. It would probably be faster for me to go to 8 coins via teleporter and then run out through the desert. I think that's what I'll do. And then once we get to Repulse Firebase, I think that will be the end of this video. So I know this one was a little less interesting. It involved more driving around. That's kind of the nature of a lot of the newbie missions, so that you can get all the things that you need. So thank you for bearing with me on that. But I think that doing these things is very important, because in a lot of what, this content is from an Entropia standpoint. Oh, that's a person. Sometimes when you're new to a game and you're still trying to figure out the controls, if you don't have some way to figure out, oh, that's the lane there. Okay. I'm confused. I'm lost. I'm stuck. I don't know how to do this piece of the puzzle. Just like having the people who do guides, it's very important. I feel that it's very important to have the tutorial missions on display for people to watch and try and figure out how this whole world and universe works, because this is a wonderful universe, right? We're building, or I should say Mindark built the platform, and we are creating the meat of the world by creating the culture and the society. And by society I mean in the broader philosophical sense, not in the guild sense. And the character of this platform, and so far so good. I think that this is a very, the community here is fairly chill. Most of them are very polite. You get your occasional troll or asshole, but I mean, you're gonna get that in any society, right? And I think that what the players have built here, it's a much more mature grouping, and I don't mean that in an adult content sense, but in a way people interact with each other. You don't have Baron's chat here, and although rookie chat can degrade into Baron's chat from time to time, it's not a constant, right? And if you ask for help, 99 times out of 100, someone will offer you help. Especially if you say, hey, I'm brand new. You know, if people know you've been around for a while and you ask a stupid question, they're going to call you on it. Okay? But if you say, hey, I just started, I'm a little confused, how do I do this? People are going to help you. And that is the beauty of Entropia Universe. It's the beauty of the culture that we have built in this game. And I want to see that continue. I want to see this community grow. And the only way we're going to do that is if new players have access to develop their avatar, right? And so that's the point of these tutorial videos. And I hope that if you are a newbie watching these videos, that you take to heart that this is an amazing game. It has so much potential, and the reason it has so much potential is because it is designed to be the ultimate MMO sandbox. And I do think it's underpopulated, and I do think it's underappreciated, and I think that too many people come into this game thinking that it's a traditional MMO, and that is an absolute fallacy. It is not a traditional MMO. Our hoverpod's taking some damage. It is an open sandbox world where you can literally do just about anything. You can hunt, you can mine, you can fish. No, you can't fish. I wish you could fish. I'm hoping they add that at some point. But you can hunt, you can mine, you can craft, you can open a taxi service, you can buy land and build on it. Like you can buy land and build on it. Holy crap! Like these green areas here. If you've just started in Entropia, you're looking to start in. This land is owned by a player. Think about that for a second. Let's avoid this level 27 mob that can eat my face off. This is why it's important to have a vehicle, and I'm glad that Arkadia does offer the hoverpod, because I'm pretty sure it can outrun these things. But there is so much potential in this. Oh, lovely. Ow. Will you please stop lagging? I'd appreciate it if you'd stop lagging. What's my latency? No, I know I'm allowed to. Vehicles. Where's the latency? What the hell? This is getting frustrating. Because I know it's not my frame rate. There must be some lag issues here. I'm trying to, there's a way to check your latency. And I can't offhand remember where it is. Oh, no kidding. So you can actually make it so that either the whole radar moves or just your icon in the center. That's good to know. See, I've been playing a year. I didn't even know there was a sat-nav mode. Let's just repair our hoverpod real quick. No, crap. I do that a lot. So, where was I? Oh yeah, I was trying to check my latency because this thing keeps jittering around, but it looks like we don't have that option. Okay, it looks like we're good. I'm just... The platform has huge potential. I think that the player base is amazing. You know, for the most part, everyone's super chill, and even... So, yesterday on my trip back and forth to Calypso, there's a pirate. He's actually on my friends list. But he's a pirate, and he shot me down on the way out, and he shot me down on the way back, and of course I wasn't carrying anything, because don't ever carry loot in space. Don't be a Julian McBain and carry your Fen tokens, which are lootable in space. And of course I tried to shoot back, but he's got way more skills than me, and you know, if you watch my space hunting video, of course there's times when, for whatever reason, you'll see the the hit on them, but it doesn't actually do anything. Like, it doesn't register, and I hit him 4 times like that and didn't do anything, and he made mincemeat out of me. It happens, right? But you know, at the end of the day, he's just like, GG, good game. That's what it's out there for. He wants the PvP action, and yeah, it's burning pet, but that's his shtick. That's his shtick, and me being me, my personality, I always fire back, because I'm not going to just let someone shoot me down. I'll probably lose, and that's how, I mean, I've been attacked by pirates 10 times, and I've died 9 of them. Okay? And the one time I did succeed, I think it was a fluke. In fact, that's what I put my money on. It was a fluke. But this is a wonderful... Ouch! It's a wonderful game with a wonderful community, and I want to make sure that new players feel welcome. And so that's, in the end, that's really why I'm doing this, is to just make it so that you can feel welcome. And whoa, is that sucker chasing me? What damaged me? Oh, that was painful. I hope it's not lag and he's actually right behind me and I can't see him because lag. These things are much lower level, I'm sure. Level 5s, these I'm not so worried about. Yes, 10 damage, not a big deal. Level 11, not such a big deal. How far are we? We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh boy. Oh! Ran him over. But it's a hover pod, so it didn't stop me. It's good hunting grounds. 15 damage. Oh, this... I don't know if we're gonna make it, folks. Oh, 11 damage. And we're slowed down by the hill. I mean, I could always go... There's the road. That's what we needed. Oh, cool, the academy. We can stop there long enough to repair. Black smoke billowing out the back of the hover pod. Oh my gosh. Repulse firebase. No, I'm pretty sure it's... well, actually, it's probably right. Okay, let's fix this poor thing. Oh my gosh. I am so hard on my equipment. Congratulations, you have reached level 1 in the gunner hit profession. Oh, cool. You've entered a land area, you've left a land area, you've entered a land area, you've left a land area, you've entered a land area, you've left a land area. Thank you. You know, I don't mind taking damage to a vehicle, because, yeah, it costs some ped to fix over time, but in the end, you get the skills for it, and those are your crafting skills. You know, the repair skill is your crafting skill, and so I think so I'm okay with it. It's okay. You know, in the end, that's going to be of benefit to me. So I take some damage, I do the repair. You know, the pirate shoots me down, I repair the vehicle, and I can repair the vehicle because that's the way it works. Now we can just follow the yellow brick road up to Repulse Firebase, and that's where we're going to end the video. Sorry guys, I just had to send a quick text here. There we go. The most important part to a relationship is making sure you maintain constant communication. And so I try to respond back as quickly as possible. And since she, being in another time zone right now, she's just waking up, I wanted to make sure that I said hello as quickly as possible, because she doesn't know that I'm recording right now. But anyway, I hope that this has been helpful, even though it's been a lot of driving. I hope that the commentary has been enjoyable, and if you're still with me at this point, thank you so much. I'm glad that you've stuck it out. We're going to end it here. Let's exit seat here. Pick up. We're just going to turn this in real quick. There we go. Welcome Recruit Roshi. I am Lieutenant Mickelson. Sergeant Kinzel told me that you were on your way here. You are right on time. Thank you, sir. Okay, we're going to stop and take a break. When we come back, we are going to continue with actually, you know what? I'm going to take the mission because I have a nasty habit of losing the missions. Welcome to Repulse Fire Base. Eddie's recruit, let me brief you quickly about our situation here. We're experiencing a mass incursion of Oratan prospectors in the... No, stop walking away from your commanding officer, dumbass. Of Oratan prospectors in the area. They are not as strong as ordinary Oratan, but they have showed up in big numbers. Why, we do not know. I was going to assign some of my veterans to clear up the area quickly, but they would be better used securing the base and not spread out in the field. In case this is a diverted maneuver by Oratan to lure us out. That's where you come in. You want me to go out there and clean it up, right, sir? Well, it seems like I have a tactical genius in front of me. Just kidding, recruit, but yes, that's exactly what I want you to do. How many, sir? 100 of them to start with. Are you up for it? 100? But that will take, like, forever, sir? Really? Don't worry, you'll get the routine after a while. When you are done, come back and speak to my adjutant here, Corporal Noring, and get your pay. Any questions, recruit? Actually, there is, sir. Go ahead, Recruit Roshi. I was wondering why these Oratan are attacking us. They are intelligent, after all, or so I have been told on the way from Earth. Oh, so you do come from Earth. A very good question, don't you agree, Corporal Noring? The answer is that we were attacked by them as soon as the IFM landed here on planet Arkadia. They are ruthless barbarians who only understand one language, the language of violence. But isn't that a natural response to a threat like an invasion? I understand what you are thinking, but let me clarify this for you, recruit. This is not the Oratan home. The Oratan invaded this planet and committed a total genocide to its native population. So don't show the Oratan mercy because they don't show you any. It is not in their nature, clear? From the Arkadia team, we suggest you read the background story of Planet Arkadia to better understand the conflict with the Oratan on Planet Arkadia. It can be found on our forum at www.arkadiaforum.com. Yes, sir! And I would recommend that for you because I'm going to do the same. Good, are you up for a bit of combat then, recruit? Yes, I guess so, sir. Okay, so we're going to take a break here. I don't know that I'm going to record me killing 100 mobs. Actually, I might. Oh, kill Oratan Puny, so this is basically the Puny mission. We'll see where this goes. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe down below. If you've come all this way with me, I really appreciate it. We've been 42 minutes mostly driving. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when I post a video. I've really appreciated that you've given me all the support. You all have a wonderful day.